Hello everybody, welcome back to Watch Time. It's been a while since I've made a video, just one of those busy times of the year. So today I'm going to show you a special edition. I'm not entirely sure if it's a limited edition, probably, but as you can see there, this is the Coca-Cola Timex watch. Well, one of them, there's quite a few, there's at least 3 that I've seen. So yeah, the one I've got here is the 1971, which might give away what this is going to look like. I first want to mention that this is an official Coca-Cola product. It's not a mod or anything like that. It is actually a Timex and Coca-Cola affiliation, so quite interesting to sort of consumer giants put together. Well, I'm sure you could probably argue Coca-Cola is a bit more of a giant than Timex is, but still an interesting combination. There's a bit of a kind of blurb on the back there. Warmth, togetherness and a hopeful spirit. Very interesting. Yeah, really kind of lofty ideas on the back of there if you want to have a pause and read of that. This is a preview of what the watch looks like, so you could get the style there. It's obviously a very 70s style of watch, right in the quartz crisis, so to speak. And this is just some barcode in here. The inside of the packaging has this kind of 70s disco-ish design, which I like actually. It's quite a nice attention to detail to have that in the packaging, because I mean, it's fair to say that if that wasn't there, it wouldn't have made a huge difference to anything, but the fact it is means that there's just a bit more effort went into it, which I do appreciate. Next up is the sort of some warranty information on the back there. The box itself, let's see here, I don't remember how to do this. So it opens like a book actually. It's really interesting branding there. So as you can see here, it opens in several layers eventually to expose the watch at the bottom. So yeah, this is certainly not a packaging I've seen before, so it goes quite a way to introduce a special edition. A lot better than the standard Timex packaging, I would say. And now that the packaging's out of the way, we have the watch here with a few fingerprint marks on it, unfortunately. But I'm not posh enough to wear gloves like some other guys do. So what you have here is a really nice strap actually. It may not be to everybody's taste, the design of it, but the build quality of it is really good. And I want to make a point of this because I did get the Pac-Man version of this watch as well, and I really didn't think the strap was that good on that actually. Whereas this, I don't know whether it's the new link pattern that they have, or if they're using a different grade of stainless steel or whatever, but the quality has quite significantly improved in my opinion. I get the feeling maybe because of the way that the bracelet is constructed. It's constructed of a higher quality and probably a lot stronger as well. But that's the first major point that I want to bring up here, is that the strap on this one is really good. Obviously it has the Timex brand in there at the top, which is quite standard, and it clasps with one of these things here, which I'm sure many watch people have seen before. You undo this here and clamp it where you want it. So it's very adjustable and easy to do at home without really any professional tools. Let's flip to the back here. So I must apologise, it's a bit grubby. It's appearing a lot more grubby on the camera than it is in real life. But yes, some specifications. Interestingly, it reads here it's an 18mm lug width in case you want to change the strap, which would be quite interesting on this. It'd be nice to see what it would look like with a different strap. It is a stainless steel case back, which is a code word for saying that the watch case isn't steel. So it is of a kind of, you could argue, a lower manufacturing cost, that it isn't made from steel. So that's one thing to bear in mind. Not that that is unusual for watches like this or of this style. The water resistance 30 meters, kind of to be expected here, with a lower cost watch. And you know, this design doesn't tend to be a water resistant or waterproof design. I'm guessing the M555 is the model number, or you know, something like that, and then there's a serial number there. Timex, of course, Coca-Cola 1971, the Unity collection, yeah. So, you know, basic but nice enough. Brushed finish. The kind of eye-catching and most interesting part of this watch is the dial, of course. I'm just going to give it a quick clean here. So, as you can see here, the artwork on this dial is very similar to the packaging. It's the 70s thing. The love, the bright colours, the flowers, all that, the Coca-Cola bottles. I like it. Obviously it is an acquired taste. It's not for everybody. Some people really like the more minimalist sort of less colourful designs, but for anybody who does like this, I think it is quite eye-catching. It really does have a vintage sort of retro look about it. The colours are really nice. It does come down to personal taste, I think, on this one. The crystal has a slight sort of dome on it, which is quite typical of watches like this, and it is, of course, plastic or acrylic or whatever you want to call it, but it's not, obviously it's not sapphire and it's not glass either, but it is perfectly adequate, and it's not soft and spongy, it feels strong, so it's more than capable of doing the job. The movement in it is very standard for Timex. It's not a special movement. It has their standard functions on it: mode, alarm, a stopwatch, a dual time, adjustability, a really good backlight, much better than Casio. I have to say, that is one thing I would definitely give Timex, is the Interglow is really good on these, much better, far superior. And that is honestly it for the movement. Nothing special whatsoever, does the job really well, will keep really good time, of course, and basic, functional, effective. Nothing else to say about it really, nothing special, but nothing with any issues. So as far as recommendations go, would I recommend this? Definitely yes. It is obviously an acquired taste. If you are into collecting you know, very minimalist style watches with, you know, minimal branding and all that, this isn't for you, obviously. But if you're a collector into limited editions, you like sort of retro looking pieces, you like digital pieces, or you like things which are just a little bit unusual, I would recommend this. My favorite bit on this is other than the general design of it, of the 70s sort of Coca-Cola thing, is the bracelet is really nice and really comfortable. I haven't noticed that it nips hairs or anything like that. Really high quality, super impressed with it actually. And I think probably the only thing which I wish they would start to do is to make a stainless steel case as well. I just think it would take the quality up to the next level, and I think people would be well on board with paying for that extra quality as well. I know I would. So yeah, it is kind of, these things may become collector's items because they're special and they are, you know, interesting and different. Timex are quite often producing things which are limited and special, which reduces the likelihood that it will become special. But yeah, in general, it's a bit of fun. It's not too expensive. I think in the UK these were about, I think they were between 50 and 60 quid from what I remember from when I got it. Packaging really, really good. Shows a clear effort to make the product stand out and be special. So it's definitely a positive review for me. As I say, the only thing I criticise would be really wishing it was a stainless steel case as well. But other than that, I think it stays really true to the 70s design. Has a bit of artistic sort of interest, and yeah, I quite like it. But as ever, let me know what you think below, and if you have any questions or comments, I always love to read them. So I will see you all next time. Thanks very much for watching.